Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. This week is the finale for the Phase 1 launch of Mists of Pandaria, with everything that is coming for it going to be out. The only thing else that we are going to see is Landfall, which is a week from today, and everything's open, everything is available to be get. The bag that I have been begging for should finally be in the game when the server turns on. I will talk about all this and show you all these dates and things that you can prepare for next week as well. So without further ado, we're going to switch it over to this post and dive right into it. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, so here's this wonderful blue post, and as you can see, September 16th, Celestial Dungeons, Toes, and Celestial Rewards available. So that is the full on everything that we've been waiting for, and then we know Landfall is 1 week from now. So I am done. Finally, never need to use this page again, but I just want to show you the official post so you believe me as well. But September 16th is today. So we're going to switch it right over here, and I'm going to show you all of the new rewards and things that you should be able to get from the Celestial vendor. So the number one thing is going to be this Satchel of Stone Fragments. This allows you to send 10 August Stone Fragments from your main character to an alt. Why this is important, I will talk about more, but other than gearing your alts and stuff, there is a really overpowered use that you can use for it right now as well. Then we have the Celestial Helm and the Celestial Shoulders will be available for you to buy with fragments as well. On the PTR here, they show 60 fragments and 50 fragments respectively. So if you're someone like me who has their 3 set, you could snag this helm tomorrow the moment it comes up, and bam, I now have my 4 set for my tanking monk, which is going to be really awesome. And so that is the pieces. Obviously, anything else from Toes is going to be there. Most importantly, some of the weapons will be there for you to claim your Shaw Touch weapon. It's funny that the PTR has the entire list here, but some really good trinkets also. If you're still using Celestial trinkets, stuff like Terror of the Mists or Essence of Terror, both really good stuff for you to get. All those trinkets, all the Shaw weapons, everything will be available. So like the legendary staff right here for Agi, this water staff, the two-handed weapon for warriors and paladins and stuff, just everything's going to be on there, and everything will be obtainable, which will be really awesome for people to have, so you can get all the big pieces of gear that you might not have. Then nothing has changed with world bosses. They shouldn't change for the rest of the expansion. They're still dropping their stuff. However, there are 2 very important things that you should really try to do. So with Landfall incoming for the next chapter of the Legendary Quest, so you can see right here, I was doing a test, and we have 3,000 Valor earned. So you want to make sure that this next week, and if you listened to me last week, you kept this, but you do not want to cap your Valor here, because you want to keep that 3,000 open so you can complete a test of Valor, and you can complete this final Legendary Quest line for Phase 2, which will earn you a lot of, which will earn you an extra socket on your Shaw Touch weapon, which you will be using for a few months, because Throne of Thunder is going to be a few months away. So it's going to be very important that you don't do anything to get Valor, and then you don't do anything to get Valor on the 23rd, and then you can go and get your 3,000 Valor, assuming you've completed your Legendary Quest and got it to this point. The reason that is so important to focus your Legendary Quest, if you've been raiding, you should be completing it about now. I have completed on my Monk and Paladin, who hasn't really grinded Celestials, but we have gotten every single raid done. So you're going to want to make sure that you have this, because when you're doing your dominance point dailies down in Karasang Wilds, you are going to be killing the mobs, and that's going to get your Black Prince rep up from Honored to Revered. And what's super awesome, something that they added as well, is once one of your characters is revered, you can get a commendation for 100% rep on a different character. So like you guys see me play my Monk and my Paladin, those 2 characters, is going to be so much nicer to get it. And it's just super important that you can prepare this way. In order to, and then also, gear upgrading comes. I have a full video on gear upgrading that will also be on the 23rd. So this next week is really important to prepare. The best way to prepare is to get 7,000 Valor points and 4,000 Justice points for cap. If you get 4K honor as well to convert into justice, you will only need 6,500 valor. But that is the entire amount that you are going to need in order to get 32,000 total justice points in order to upgrade all of your gear and make it all 2 out of 2, which is an 8 eye level increase if you do all of your pieces. Now, some cool tricks and things to help with your valor. Obviously, you're going to be able to turn celestial fragments into valor, and you're also going to be able to turn valor into justice. That's the big key point there, and that will probably be on either the justice or valor vendor out in the temple of Nazul. Then you can also buy these combinations of service, so you can be stacking your celestials right here, and you can be buying these combinations to get your justice up and be ready for that. But be careful that you leave that 3,000 window open of your valor, otherwise you're going to have to be waiting a week to finish test of valor when you could have a max level socket on your weapon. And then also, if you could buy, if you have enough justice, you have enough combinations of service, you can also buy these bags, and since these bags are bind on account, you can send these over, which gives you 10 more fragments to buy these combinations of service. This is just some type of fail-safe in case they put a limit on how many combinations of service you can have, but you don't really have to buy the bag. If you already have fragments on pre-existing characters and you want to buy these bags, send them over to your main, let your main buy these combinations of service, you'll be able to get it as well. But I have a full video on item upgrading as well as everything you need to prepare for landfall. I will link both of those down below in the comment section and pin them. But we have a huge day, huge new content. There's so much to do. I'll be streaming probably all day tomorrow at twitch.tv/CAGGGG if you want to stop by. If you're on if you're Horde, honestly, on NA, you can do Celestials with me. I'll be blasting either on my Monk or my Paladin and getting all the loot that I need for them, because those trinkets from Toes at 483 are really good for a lot of classes, so it is super big for people, as well as just all the other celestial gear that has been added to this vendor. Then, like I said, there isn't any changes to the raids that I know of. There isn't any massive class changes. None of that has occurred yet. These are just the features that you are going to be getting, the features that are unlocking, and there's nothing new with world bosses. There's nothing new with celestials as far as tweaking. They're in a pretty good place. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below, and I will always read it and engage with you to the best of my ability. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.